A brief of the Jindal Group from which we come from. This is the OP Jindal Group. The first, it has four major divisions. One is the Jindal SAW, Jindal JSW, Jindal Stainless Steel, and the Jindal Steel and Power Limited. And under the umbrella of Jindal SAW, we have a new venture, Jindal ITF, which is infrastructure, transportation, and fabrication. This is a visionary company which has 5 branches, 2 for the infrastructure, water and waste management and wastewater management, the Jindal Ecopolis and Equasource. The Jindal Vector, it comes under the transportation category, and rail and shipyard, these two are the fabrication business for the company. There are some achievements briefed here. Jindal Ecopolis, we are having one waste to energy plant which we are coming from. The Jindal Vector has around 77 vessels and 23 barges moving around the coast of the Indian subcontinent, and it handles over 2,200 containers per month and over 23,000 tons of cargo. Jindal Equasource has has projects worth around 200 million US dollars under execution, and have some good projects like Naya, Raipur, and many other cities. Jindal Rail Infrastructure, here we make stainless steel wagons for the goods train, which is a new thing for India, and we have bagged an order for 250 wagons, which is under implementation right now. In the shipyard division, we have some shipbuilding and repair division and barges manufacturing division at Kolkata. Coming to the Jindal Ecopolis, landfills in Delhi. These are a few pictures of the landfill in Delhi, and in the landfill, as the waste decomposes, it generates methane, which is 20 to 25% more potent than carbon dioxide, and it is very dangerous to the atmosphere. At the same time, there is leachate which goes into the groundwater, and it contaminates the groundwater, which is very harmful and injurious to the people because it can be used for the drinking purpose as well. And what is the need of the waste to energy plant, and why did it come up? The clean source of power generated from the local municipal solid waste, it generates reliable electricity and reduces the dependency on the fossil fuels, because the fossil fuels may die, but the waste is not going to. It is going to increase day by day as the population increases, as the GDP grows. My friend Mr. K.S. Rao has already deliberated a lot about it. So waste is not going to die, and it can be used as a power fuel, as we are doing. Reducing of the landfill hence reduces the methane generation. Traffic is also limited. Groundwater contamination also limits, as we have a good leachate treatment facility within the plant. Coming to the 4R, we all knew about the 3R principle, and this morning we had some people saying about the 4th R, and that's what we are doing. The recycle, reuse, reduce, and the 4th R, that is the recover. That is our main focus, and we recover energy out of the waste. These are the project highlights. This is a PPP project by Delhi government for a period of 25 years. And probably why Delhi chose this project, this type of technology, because of the geographical limitations of Delhi. Just like Japan or any such small country, where there is a scarcity of land, you understand what is the importance of the land. Delhi is in the same stage. There is no land available for dumping of the waste. So they cannot do anything. They cannot throw waste to the neighboring states, and hence they were the first to come up with such a concept. This is the first and the largest commercial waste to energy plant. Aims to dispose 1/3 of the Delhi's garbage, registered under UNFCCC. Here we have a very large waste storage facility. There is a huge MSW pit which is made of a concrete wall which is 7 meters below the ground with a double concrete layer below, and This is always maintained under a negative pressure, so that the fugitive emissions do not go out of the hall, and they are all controlled within and are taken into the boiler, so that there is no odor menace and no fugitive gas is coming out of the facility.